Hi everyone, happy Sunday. This is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, and I'm here to do your weekly guidance reading for the week of November 25th through December 1st. We're about to shift into another month, almost the end of the year already. So crazy. And we just shifted into the sign of Sagittarius as well, and Mercury is now direct. We're about to have a new moon in Sagittarius as well. And so the energy has kind of shifted. I don't know if you feel it, but just feeling more ambitious, more looking at the bigger picture, optimistic. It's a really good feeling, kind of like of that freedom that we may have left behind in this past Scorpio cycle. So I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot. And then I recently got some new decks, so I'm going to be having a couple extra cards today. And for our spirit guide, I'm using one of the dragon oracles today. Then we have our crystal, and then I am also working with the wild offering deck, which is really cool, just little messages, and then the Work Your Light Oracle deck as well. I really like these cards, they're very pretty. So we'll start into the reading. This is just a general overall reading, so this message may not be for you today. So just keep an open ear and open idea to interpretation, because there could be a few different messages here. Okay. So yeah, the first card we have is the Three of Cups. We're celebrating, we're coming together with others, we're sharing emotions with those that are loved ones around us. We had this card pop up, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but we were wanting to kind of be more introspective and spend more time with ourselves and celebrating our own personal goals. So maybe you've accomplished a lot and you're just actually feeling like going out and celebrating, going out and sharing your experience with people. You're not wanting to feel so isolated anymore. And you're actually maybe just wanting to share your gifts, your emotions, your happiness with others, or share it. If it's something that you're passionate about, you're maybe finally ready to share this project with the world and celebrate and reap the rewards. So moving on into our second card is the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, there's this new offering of abundance. There's this new knowledge. There's an owl there and a light. So we have this new knowledge that we've gleaned from this. We've learned something that we really want to celebrate. This could be something more personal. This could be a financial accomplishment, something in kind of the more material world. So maybe you got that raise that you want to go out and celebrate. Maybe you finally got that dream job. Or just something that is emotionally fulfilling for you. You have this new offering that is coming forward that will really want you to kind of make you feel overjoyed and wanting to go out and be more public. So this could be, this is kind of a steady moving thing. So this could be something that shows up for you this week if it hasn't already. Just trusting on the inner knowing, like being steadfast in yourself. The more you celebrate, the more happiness you put out, the more likely you are to attract this energy and feel more grounded in yourself. So this is really grounded, like trusting energy, trusting in the unknown a little bit. So, just having some trust in yourself, even if this may not be quite visible yet, you still have a lot of reason to celebrate. And then for our last card, we have the moon. So I feel like this is, the moon usually talks about illusions, like the masks that we wear. How are you trying to, are you maybe trying to downplay this? Are you trying to trick yourself? Are you potentially putting on a mask to try to accomplish something maybe? instead of being your authentic self, like you think maybe this will help you get ahead by being like behaving a certain way, whether this could be in a relationship or in work. If it's something you're not as passionate about, you're trying to kind of put on a mask. And so this is just a warning to just be authentic, like actually trust in your power. Maybe this is a doubt. Maybe you're looking at yourself through old ways of thinking. So you're not looking at yourself in its true form. You're looking at yourself through fear. And so you're kind of doubting these inner powers that you have. You're doubting whether you really have the knowledge or the capability to keep moving forward with this. And so just be aware of how you're really putting yourself out in the world. Is it coming from an authentic place? And don't fall into any illusions that either people outside of you try to tell you that you can't do it, or any illusions coming from within either. So moving into our spirit guide for the week, we have the Emerald Dragon, brings cosmic healing and abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection, align with your blueprint. So when it says align with your blueprint, just kind of the inner knowledge that you have from life experience, or if you believe in past lives, any sort of experience you may have gained from that as well, and like your ancestry, your family. But with this green energy, like there really is abundance coming towards you. There's this offering of new abundance, and even in the emotional sense, this loving sense. You're really going to be healed from this situation, and the good fortune is definitely coming. And again, with the let your thoughts support your perfection. So, not putting on this mask that you think you are imperfect or that you have to be somebody that you're not to accomplish this. Like, your dreams and your abundance are going to come to you when you live from an authentic place. Because when we start to pretend, it's a rejection of ourselves. And when we reject ourselves, the universe or the energies around us tend to, they really sense that vibration of untruth. And when you're not acting from a true place, you won't get the results that you want. You will get a fear-based result, and we don't want that. So moving into the crystal energy that will help us during this week is Imperial Topaz, confident manifestation. So with this energy, with it being gold and blue, this is really like solar plexus chakra energy. So again, tapping into our inner power, our true selves, tapping into what we know and what we enjoy, and not being afraid to come forward confidently, like going out and not being afraid to show your true colors with people, not being afraid to share, because the people who are really meant to be there will accept you in this light, in this confidence. So, and this is going to be a healing experience, and this is going to bring in what you really want for yourself, and you're going to finally release this part of your life that you've been kind of living in the shadows for. So now we just move into our messages from the Wild Offering. So direction, and the way that they read these cards is it's kind of like a connection either with yourself or with the divine, however you want to read it. And it's kind of just an affirmation. So it says, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. So yeah, connecting with yourself, understanding the direction that you want to be moving in. This will really help you manifest when you really actually tap into yourself and you listen to your body and your inner knowing about which direction is the right way to go. Because this could also be a choice, maybe. Maybe you're choosing between an old life and a new life and how you really want to come into the world. So feel into it. This doesn't have to be a quick decision. Earth Pentacles, this offering, this is a really steady, slow moving energy. So it's really grounded. You want to make these kind of decisions from a grounded place. So don't be afraid to take time to really get your direction. And when you actually listen to your heart and you decide to be your authentic self, that's where the healing comes in. That's where the abundance will come in because, again, we're also having this kind of like rain and flowers. So this is really a nurturing kind of energy for yourself to give yourself that self love to be more present. So, our last message is the Work Your Light Oracle. So, well, if you're a guy also watching this, Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So, even though this says Warrior Woman, it can also be taken as, because all of us tend to neglect our really emotional body and our truest desires. And so when you tap into that, when you really kind of sit back and ask yourself, how am I putting on this mask? Am I being closed off emotionally? And how can I actually be this warrior energy? And am I accepting this call? So there is this calling coming forward for some of you this week to move in this new direction and to take claim and stake in your life, because this is a really powerful energy. We have this really confident energy. So you're blazing your own trail. You're being this warrior of light for your life. And that requires a lot of self inventory about what it is you truly desire. Who am I really appearing as in the world? And what direction do I want to take to be able to make those changes? Because swords are also a good representation of choice, clarity. So this could be something mentally for some of you that you have been trying to work through, old patterns, different things like that. So are you ready to step into this new power and be the warrior in your own life? So yeah, really, really exciting stuff this week. I already felt it building up as it was, we're moving into the new moon and a new cycle. And so I really started to feel like this was going to be more pushing forward. Maybe not in a fast sense, but just that we were more clear on our ambitions and the direction that we do want to take. And we're just kind of done. We're done with all this stuff where I see a lot of people being empowered and healing. And it's a process. Not everyone is just better right away. Not everyone has the clear picture. It's not all together there yet. There's still kind of some mystery to everything that is happening around us. But when we are more trusting of this calling, of this inner light that wants to bring us in a new direction, we have more than enough to be able to actually come together in the world and have this offering, this true offering to give to others. And whether you're even in a place where you're giving service